So good deal. All right. It's Tuesday. And I keep thinking it might not be too bad, but you never know with me. So I'm going to move back to the mat. Nice to see everyone. Glad you could make it. We're slowly but surely, I think, crawling out of this COVID mess. And I'll be happy when that happens. So just notice your connection there with the mat. I sometimes call it your connection with the earth. And then you can close your eyes or come to a soft focus and just start to soften by relaxing the face and the brow, the jaw. Let the shoulders release. And then down through the body, the hips and the legs and the feet and the toes, the arms, hands and fingers. Coming into what you feel in the body. And the sensations of the breath. Now let the breath deepen. And find that audible, that ocean breath. And open the eyes. You can move a little bit here. Make it your practice today. No pain, sensation, we hope. Good, all right. Bring the hands out to the side, the fingers down on the floor. Lift up tall, bring the chin in. Draw the shoulders down. And as you inhale, turn the palms to the ceiling and lift the hands, lifting the gaze, palms together if it's okay for your shoulders, and exhaling, reaching wide. Hands come down. Palms up, inhaling, the hands lift. Fingers spread and reaching, exhaling, arms wide as the hands come down. And one more time, reaching wide and lifting. And exhale, and the hands come down. Good. Take a deep breath in. And open the mouth and let it go. Good. Bring the left hand to the outside of that right thigh, right hand behind. And as you exhale, spiral into a twist to the right. And inhale, come to center, and exhaling to the left. And coming to center. Exhale and twist to the right, extending the right arm, And let the gaze drift back toward the extended right hand. And inhaling center and that extended twist to the left. And exhaling back to center. Good, yes. And the hands come out to the side, turn the palms up and inhale the arms up. And now exhale the right hand down to the floor and slide it out, arcing over to the right. Reaching up and out. Inhale, bring the right hand up. And now the left hand down, arcing left. Reaching up and out. And breathe. Inhaling, bring the left hand up. Turn the gaze straight ahead, draw the arms back. Really reaching high here. And open the palms to the outside and bring the hands down. Good, all right. Move the head gently. Let the chin drop toward the chest and take the chin toward the right shoulder and over toward the left. And to the right and to the left. And with the chin in the center, bring the head back up. As you inhale, take the shoulders up toward the ears and then move the shoulders forward and down. And then draw them back and lift them back up. And then take the rotations the other direction. Forward and up and back and down. Big rolls, moving the head to keep the neck relaxed. And when the shoulders are at the back, just release the shoulder blades toward the center of the back and down onto the back and breathe. One more deep breath. Good, and release. Yeah, great. Bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers, press the thumbs into the sacrum, lift up tall, draw the elbows toward the center. Yes, okay. Feeling that opening across the shoulders, inside of the shoulders and across the chest. And then bring the hands over to the right. And the right elbow points toward the back of the mat. And the hands to center and to the left. The left elbow points to the back of the mat. And bring the hands back to center, squeezing the heels of the hands together. Straighten the arms, lifting the heart though. Pressing the upper arms into the back, the sides of the back. Good, and then release. And you can bicycle the shoulders here, move the head. Good, bring the arms wide, the palms down toward the floor, and turn the fingers up toward the ceiling, pressing out to the sides through the heels of the hands. Sometimes we call this hugging the muscle to the bone as we stay strong through the arms. And then the palms down toward the floor in bird beak or fists, turning the fingers or knuckles down toward the floor. Pressing now out through the wrists. And open the hands wide, fingers spread. And exhale and bring the hands down. Ah, good. All right. And come over onto all fours. Into table. You take a breath here and get settled in your table, gripping the mat with the fingers, the middle fingers pointed up toward the top of the mat. And moving cat-cow, inhaling, take the gaze ahead, and as you exhale, round, and let the hips come back toward the heels. And bring the elbows down, moving then forward and up. Exhaling, rounding, hips come back. And a couple more of these, inhaling and exhaling. And we'll do this one more time, exhaling back. And inhaling up. Coming back to that table. With the gaze straight down to the center of the mat, take the hips off to the right. Press the ribs out to the right, coming onto the right knee. And now come to center and take the hips to the left. And come to center and hips right. And center and left. And back to center. Yes. So take the whole body out to the right and then take the hips back. Let the head drop down toward the mat as you come back. And then to the left as you come forward and up. And coming almost into knee plank where you feel a stretch in the wrists. And then to the right and back. Adding the breath, inhaling as you come forward and up. And exhaling as you move to the right and back. And now go the other way, coming to the right, coming up and forward, finding that wrist stretch, and to the left and back. Oh yeah, one more big circle. And when the hips come back toward the heels, just release the head toward the mat. Bring the elbows down. You can cross the arms and bring your head to your arms and just relax and release. There's long, deep breaths. And now reach the hands up toward the top of the mat. Spread the fingers wide, hands shoulder width. Release the head down toward the mat. Elbows lifted. Knees are wide here. gripping the mat with the fingers, feeling the palms of the hands on the mat. Releasing a little bit lower with each exhale. On your next inhale, lift the head, come up and forward. You can bring the knees in a little bit into knee plank and then lower. Almost all the way down to the mat or halfway, your choice. Pressing up and the hips come back toward the heels. Inhaling, up and forward. Bring the shoulder blades onto the back and lower. Pressing back up, hips come back. Let's do 2 more of those. Coming up into knee plank, into full plank if you wish, and lower. Pressing back up, knees come down, hips come back. And inhaling up. Knee plank or full plank and lower. Press back up and the hips come back. And again, you can bring the arms in and rest the head on the arms. And reach the hands up toward the top of the mat again. Bring the elbows down behind the wrists. And you can interlace the fingers here as you curl the toes and lift into dolphin. Okay. So work the heels in dolphin. And if you'd like, you can come into dolphin plank. Chin comes ahead of the fists or fingers. Exhaling, the hips lift. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, the hips lift. Gazing back toward the knees. Inhaling. And exhaling, hips lift. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling, the hips to the ceiling. We take one more breath here. And exhaling, bring the knees down a little wide, hips come back, and into your resting pose. And as you inhale, come back up into table. Take that breath, move a little bit in table. And as you exhale this time, let's do that side bend. As you exhale, you take the hips to the left and you gaze past the right shoulder toward the back of the mat. And inhaling, come to center, and exhaling, take the gaze to the left, hips right, and coming back to center, hips to the right, hips to the left, gaze right, and center and hips to the right, gaze left. And coming back to center. Yeah, extend the right leg with the toes down. Take just a breath here to release the hips. Let the heart soften between the arms. And gently press back through the right heel. And bring the right foot hip height. Come into awkward pose. getting long from fingertips to the heel of the right foot. And now point the foot, flex the toes. Keeping everything lifted. And bend the right knee, reach back to the right foot with the left hand. Kick the foot away, lifting it with the hand toward the ceiling. And then release the foot, extending the leg and the arm. Flatten the sacrum. And exhale the hand and the knee down. And take a breath here in table. Building a little heat now in the body. You can extend the left leg with the toes on the mat. Again, hips are released, pressing back. And lifting the left foot into awkward pose. Toes point straight down. And now point the foot, flex the toes. And bending the knee, reach back with the right hand. Kick the foot away, lifting it. Breathe. And release and extend. 2 more deep breaths. And exhaling the hand and the knee down, and the hips come back into your resting pose. Ah, yes. And coming back up into table, bringing the knees back in under the hips, curl the toes into downward dog. Good. Bend the knees, really press the heart back toward the knees. Move the head, keep the neck soft. Working the heels. And come high up on the toes, hips lift, and now take both heels toward the mat. And high up on the toes, and the heels toward the mat. And high up on the toes, and the heels toward the mat. Good. Bending the knees. And step both feet toward the hands. Inhale, come to half lift. And then now exhale into a forward fold. Feel the belly on the thighs. Bring the weight forward. And let the head go. Bend the knees, press into the mat, rounding up. And now bring the shoulders back, take the arms wide, hands lift, gaze drifts up. And exhale into mountain pose. Good. All right. And yoga flop. We're good. All is good. From our mountain pose, pressing down with the feet, coming into mountain. Inhale the hands up, into forward fold. Yeah, dive into this fold. Release the head, bend the knees. Inhale, half lift. Belly presses toward the toes. Exhaling the hands to the mat, stepping back into plank. Knees can come down. Shoulder blades on the back as you inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale into cobra. Yeah, pressing the toes into the mat. Breathe. One more deep breath. Bring the knees down or curl the toes. Up and back, downward dog. Yeah, okay. Work those heels. And then step or float to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale into the fold. And now get long arms wide. Bend the knees, press to come up. Exhale into mountain pose. Ah, good. And step it out. Yoga flop. Yep. We'll work into our warriors. Warrior 1, warrior 2, and warrior 3. And some other things along the way. So take that deep breath in as you lift into mountain pose. Open the mouth and let it go. And inhale the hands up. Exhale into the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, float back into plank. Exhale and lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale the right foot high and sweep it to the top of the mat. Good. Find that high lunge. Let the hips settle and breathe. Spin the back heel in and down and lift into warrior 1. Pressing down through the heel of the back foot, staying low, seeing the big toe to the inside of that right knee, reaching to the ceiling. Bring the hands in prayer to the heart. Turn the shoulders and the hips to the left and open into warrior 2. Feel the outside rotation, outer rotation in that front thigh. Bring the back hand down to the thigh, lifting the right hand, and you can curl that left arm behind. Going back to your warrior 2. reaching front and back. Bring the right elbow down to the knee. Roll the bottom ribs under as you extend that the left arm past the face. And lift back to warrior two. Bring the hands to the hips. Now turn everything back to the front, staying low, staying bent, that right knee bent deeply. Take the arms wide, palms down, come into airplane. Feel the belly on the right thigh. Now bring the hands down toward the mat. Let the top of the head go toward the mat. Lift the hands up behind you toward the ceiling. Humble warrior. Good. Bring the hands back down. Come back to your warrior one. Now spin up on the back toes with the arms wide. Step into warrior three. Airplane first. Take a breath, get your balance. And bring the hands out in front. Inhaling, come up. And exhale the hands down. Yeah, okay. That's quite a flow. A lot of control. So take a deep breath in. And open the mouth and let it go. We'll see if we can duplicate that on the other side. So, mountain pose. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, float back into plank. And lower. Cobra or upward dog. And back to downward dog. Take a breath. And here we go. Lift the left foot high and sweep it to the top of the mat. Find your high lunge. Good. Spin the back heel in and down. Come to warrior one. Hands in prayer to the heart. Turning things to the right. Open warrior two. And curl the arm, the right arm, lifting the left hand. Coming back to warrior two. elbow to the knee, letting those hips drop as the right arm extends. Back to warrior two. Hands to the hips, shoulders turned to the front. Still staying strong through the back leg. Open the arms wide into airplane. Bring the hands down toward the mat, and now let the head drop to the inside of the bent knee. Lift the hands to the ceiling, humble warrior. Bring the hands down, lifting back to warrior one. Take the arms wide, come onto the back toes. Step into airplane. And warrior three. Inhale up and exhale the hands down. Oh, goodness. All right. So that was work, to say the least. Okay. Let's move down into a wide squat here. So inhale the hands up and exhale into the fold. And now step the feet a little bit wide, heels on the mat, toes are off the mat. Let the bottom settle toward the mat as low as it will go with the feet flat on the floor. Hands in prayer, elbows inside the knees. Good. Bring the hands down, lift the hips, toe heel, the feet back toward the mat, the center of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And now step back into plank. Take a breath. And lower all the way down. Good. Take the elbows wide, bring the right side of the face to the mat, and turn the heels out. And the left side of the face. Good. Bring the hands down by your side, palms down, chin on the mat. And as you inhale, lift the head and the upper chest, lift the feet and legs, hands and arms into locust. Two more deep breaths. And then exhale, release everything down, turn the palms up, the right side of the face to the mat. Ah, yes. And the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press back up to plank. Good. And then bring the knees down, coming into table. And bring the feet around to the front. So, I can't see everybody, but I'm wondering if everyone is still with me. Okay. Bring the feet about halfway in. We'll move into our Navasana, your Navasana, whatever Navasana is for you today. Breathe deep. Extend. Come down to canoe. So now the sacrum is on the mat. Everything is lifted. Come back up to boat, Navasana. And one more time, lower to canoe. And back to boat. Bring both feet down, come into cobbler, bottoms of the feet together, knees wide, heels close to the hips, and breathe. Slide the feet away, come into butterfly. And inhaling, coming up, bring the knees back up to the ceiling. Yeah, good. With hands behind the knees, just gently roll down onto your back. Turn the palms up, the toes out, and just breathe. And if you'd like to come into a supported bridge here, find your block, bring the feet halfway in or into the hips, and then bring the block or put the block under the sacrum. Supported bridge. And the other thing you can do is if you've got that block nice and stable under your sacrum, you can lift both feet to the ceiling. And on the knees, bringing the feet back down. And take 1 or 2 deep breaths in supported bridge. Good. Press with the feet. Take the block away if you're in supported bridge. Yes. You can extend the left leg, bring the right knee into the chest. Circle those toes, the right toes. And with the right hand, take the right knee out to the right. You can experiment here with where that knee is. You can move it a little bit up toward the right shoulder, or you can drop it down toward the bottom or the back or the front of the mat, I mean. Just getting that nice sensation in the hip. And bring the knee back up to the ceiling and extend the right leg straight up. Bring the hands, interlace the fingers behind the knee with a little bend in that lifted knee, that right knee. As you exhale, take the leg back toward the back of the mat. Inhaling, release, pressing up through the heel. Exhale, a little bend as you bring that leg back. Inhaling, release, pressing up. Exhale, that leg toward the back of the mat. And release, inhaling. And then release the interlaced fingers and slowly lower the right leg down toward the mat. Point the toes and lift it back up. Flex the foot and lower. And point and lift. And flex and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Take a breath. And bring the left knee into the chest. Hug it in, circle the left toes. And with the left hand, draw that knee out to the left. Again, gently moving the knee toward the back of the mat, or let it release forward toward the front of the mat. And bring the knee back in, take the left foot straight up. Interlace the fingers behind the knee And now with a little bend in the knee, draw that leg toward the back of the mat. Inhale, ease, pressing up through the heel. Exhaling toward the back of the mat. Inhaling, pressing up. Exhaling toward the back of the mat. And inhaling, pressing up. Release the interlace. Slowly lower the left leg down. And point the toes and lift. Flex the foot and lower. Point the toes and lift. And flex that foot and lower. 3, 2, 1, and down. Yes. Just release here. Okay, bring both knees into the chest. Take one hand on each knee and open the knees wide. And again, you can kind of vary the positions of those knees. Letting them move toward the front of the mat with the arms straight, and then drawing them toward the back of the mat, keeping the tailbone on the mat. Big, long, deep breaths here. Good. Bring the knees back up to the ceiling, the feet down to the mat. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee. Flex the left foot. And with the left hand, just gently move that left knee a little closer toward the front of the mat. And reach through for figure 4. And bringing the right foot down, take the arms wide, and the knee and the foot move over to the right, down toward the floor. Keeping your shoulder blades on the mat, gazing to the left. So that left knee is pointed straight up to the ceiling. And bring the knee and the foot back up. And release the ankle from the knee. Take the knees wide, soles of the feet together. Turn the palms up and take a deep breath. And the knees come back to the ceiling. Bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Flex the right foot. And with the right hand, just gently put a little pressure on that right knee, but there's no sensation in the knee. Good, and reach through for figure four. And now bring the left foot down, take the arms wide, and let the foot and the knee drop off to the left. Let the gaze drift off to the right. And bringing the foot and the knee back up, release the ankle from the knee and come back to your cobbler pose. Good, bring the knees back up and bring both knees into the chest. And gently rock side to side. You can draw circles. If you want, you can reach to the outside edges of both feet, turn the bottoms of the feet up toward the ceiling into happy baby. And bring the elbows to the inside of the knees and bring the feet together, still holding on to the outside edges of the feet. Good, release the feet, bring the feet down to the mat, extend the legs long. Take a breath. And we forgot our little gentle twist to finish up. So bring the feet all the way into the hips. And we'll do the gentle twist now. Let the knees fall off to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. And knees to the ceiling. Knees left, gaze right. And knees to the ceiling. Legs long. Stretch the right side. So bring the right arm behind. As you inhale, press through the right heel. Reach out through the right fingers. And exhale, release. And now stretch the left side. Exhale and release. And now the whole thing. Full enchilada, both legs, both arms reach. And exhale into Savasana. Find that most comfortable position. And allow your breath to deepen. Take a deep breath in. Move the fingers, wiggle the toes. Bend the knees and elbows. Stretch. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side, coming up. Yes. So have a wonderful week. We'll see you all on Friday, and namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.